Welcome back to the Solaxx PureChlor video series. In this video, we address what to do to diagnose and troubleshoot the water flow error indicator light. First, confirm the pool pump is running and that there is water flow visible through the cell. If there is no visible flow in the cell, check return valves to make sure the system is set properly to flow through the cell. If there is water flowing through the cell, but the water flow indicator light remains on, check the status of the flow sensor. Locate the flow sensor, which is screwed into the T-pipe typically next to the cell. Check the wire on the flow switch to make sure it is securely connected, not broken, and there is no corrosion or damage to the connection. If everything appears okay, turn the pump off. Disconnect the flow sensor from the T-pipe by unscrewing the top counterclockwise. It is easier to do this with the wire disconnected first. Check the flow sensor paddle to make sure it is not broken or stuck. Verify that the paddle can be pushed forward and then automatically returns to the starting position. If the paddle is broken, stuck, or does not return to start position, it needs to be replaced. If there is no indication that there is anything wrong with the flow sensor, screw the unit back into the T-pipe. Make sure to align the flow marking and arrow on top of the flow sensor with the direction of return flow to the pool. Reconnect the flow sensor wire. Turn the pool pump and PureChlor back on. If the water flow light is still on, we'll need a metal paper clip or some other bendable metal wire to complete the last part of the troubleshooting. Disconnect the flow sensor wire again. Bend the paper clip or wire into a U-shape, and then insert the ends into the female connections of the water flow connector. The female connections are on the longer side of the wire, which connects directly back to the PSU. Make sure the metal wire is firmly inserted in both sides of the connection. If the water flow indicator light on the PSU goes off, the sensor has failed and needs to be replaced. If the water flow light remains on with the wire inserted to the connection, the PSU is no longer reading the signal and will need to be replaced. Once it is determined which component has failed, it is recommended to leave the system off until the flow sensor is replaced. The unit will not allow chlorine generation while the water flow light is on to prevent further equipment damage. Once the failed component is replaced, the system can be turned back on and will operate normally. If you have any further questions not covered in the video or need technical support, please contact us Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 561-455-0252 or email support@solaxx.com.